All right, NFL draft. Big news from LSU football yesterday as leading rusher Clyde Edwards-Helaire, leading pass catcher Justin Jefferson, leading tackler Jacob Phillips, and the nation's top defensive back and the Jim Thorpe Award winner Grant Delpit all announced that they were going to the NFL along with center Lloyd Cushenberry, left tackle Saahdiq Charles, and inside linebacker Patrick Queen. Foregoing the rest of their eligibility in college, JaCoby Stevens, nose tackle Tyler Shelvin announced that they were going to be coming back for their senior season, so nice news there.
Yeah, we'll break it down, but those two are massive. There's more guys kind of hanging out there. I mean, I got to imagine he's probably leaving, but right now, Kayvon Chason still hasn't said anything official, so there's a lot to talk about that we'll get to in this first segment in that regard.
LSU released a statement on Wednesday after a quote from Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Joe Burrow on Barstool Sports podcast, Pardon My Take. Remember Big Cat coming up here at 8 o'clock this morning, talking about Odell Beckham Jr. handing out money to LSU players after the game. Here was Burrow on set talking about it.
Well, first of all, there was about 45 minutes of sleep. We got in at like 7:30 last night. I don't know where we went. Don't ask me where we went because
Did you went out to bars?
We went somewhere.
Did you not just get mobbed?
I don't know. To be honest.
Did you have a police escort into a bar?
I think we had a little section.
Oh man, that's awesome.
We went out with like all the former players, so that was a lot of fun.
Did Odell give you money?
Yeah, I'm not a student athlete anymore, so I can say yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
How much money?
Was you just handing out cash?
Yeah.
I was thinking that it would have been awesome if Odell just like printed fake cash and started handing out just
With
as
his-
the flex.
with his face on it?
Yeah. Like, oh shit! You look at it, you try to pay for a drink. You're like, wait, this is Monopoly money.
Sir, this isn't
It's
real
actually
money.
worth more in Louisiana.
That's sick that he was just handing out cash. How much cash did he bring?
I don't know.
I mean,
Almost got there.
I didn't hear any.
Almost got there.
I didn't hear any official confirmation that real cash was handed out there. I heard like maybe a tacit confirmation, but nothing official. In fact, there was even fake money mentioned there. Right? How do we know? Oh, he said it was money. Like when you play Monopoly, you don't call it Monopoly bills. You call it Monopoly money. So you're in the clear.
Burrow was asked about his confidence level on Monday night when the Tigers were down.
We were playing with so much confidence right there. I really don't think anybody ever could have stopped us. I mean, we were just rolling. I could just throw the ball with my eyes closed. My receivers were going to go catch it. That's how we felt, and I mean, we were just playing with so much confidence.
Oh,
Shout out
One
to,
thing I will miss is being able to talk so much trash with this team. Like you
Yeah.
just knew
Yeah.
that this team was going to be great, that they were going to come through to at the end, especially at the end of the year, like the Georgia game, Oklahoma game, and a little tidbit on Monday night with the Clemson crowd. I mean, you just knew at halftime that the game was pretty much over.
Yeah, no, I mean, and it's funny because in that interview, Burrow talks about it right then, and then Ogeron rolls in a couple minutes later, and he says the exact same thing. There was no panic. The team just expected to win. It's how this team is.
T, you and I were talking to Ogeron 2 weeks ago. You remember this? We asked him what his thoughts were on the game and how it was going to be. He said it's probably going to be a slugfest through the first two quarters, and then we're going to run away with it in the second half.
Yeah, well, lo and behold. By the way, shout out to I don't know how they got it, but it looks like Red Eye was the landing spot for Burrow and company after the game. So good on him. That's a huge get right after the Natty. You kidding me?
Change in ownership in Red Eye. I think a former LSU football player bought it.
Oh, okay. So it's all coming together.
It's all starting to piece together. The LSU football team will celebrate its college football national championship on this Saturday, on campus that will culminate with a celebration inside the Maravich Center. Weather permitting, the parade will begin at 11 a.m. on the north side of campus at the School of Music. The celebration inside the Maravich Center will start at noon. Admission is free, and fans are encouraged to tailgate along the parade route. Campus will open for tailgating at 8 a.m. on Saturday. The LSU football team will be visiting the White House on Friday to celebrate their national championship victory with President Donald Trump. We'll talk more about LSU football coming up here on Off the Bench. But being that the Tigers won their fourth national championship, you can celebrate by buying a limited football. 5,000 of them are only available at bigbats.com. $129.95 plus shipping if you get to bigbats.com right now to celebrate LSU picking up their 4th national championship. LSU basketball head coach Will Wade's going to stop by 7:30 this morning. Tigers on the road again in Oxford on Saturday night as they travel to take on Ole Miss. LSU will host Florida at 6 o'clock in the Maravich Center next Tuesday, returning home. So back-to-back road games for Wade and the gang this week as they picked up a W earlier this week in College Station versus Texas A&M. The New Orleans Pelicans are expected Zion Williamson to make his NBA regular season debut next Wednesday versus the Spurs. Did you see this stat on the secondary market? What happened to the tickets for the Spurs game? They went up 1,000%.
Yeah. The Zion effect, it's back. I'm excited. And Lynn, man, there is not that this really matters that much, but if you do care, like the Pelicans technically still are very much within striking distance of that A seed, and the schedule's about to get way easier in the second half, and you're about to get Zion and some other guys back. So I don't know, things are kind of lining up for the old birds, aren't they?
Pelicans taking on the Jazz tonight. Tip time 7 o'clock over at the Blender. Those are your headlines. What's trending here on Off the Bench.